Apple's in the news again. Apple gets all this news, and it's usually not even their doing. So in this case, we have an article being written about Apple and what they might be doing. And I just want to say we don't know what they're going to be doing. We have our insights into the industry, but this isn't something we know about. We're just responding to some news here. But there's an article that talks about Apple working on wireless charging for the iPad Pro. Right now, Apple puts wireless charging in their phones, in their AirPods cases, and in their Apple Watch. So moving it into an iPad would definitely be new. What would be some of the challenges of taking wireless power from a phone form factor and putting it in an iPad form factor?
Well, one of the biggest things, obviously, the size of the iPad is much bigger, so you have to figure out how am I going to place this on a charger and have it work.
Yeah, you're talking about mechanical alignment.
Just mechanical alignment, based on what's already been done. Now, in a sense, Apple might have already solved that last year with the introduction of MagSafe, which is a magnetic alignment solution where you have to just get it close and the magnets will help align it. The other big thing is iPads recently have all had metal backs on them. So the rumor is for the 2022 models coming up, they're going to be switching back to a glass solution on the back of their iPads. And that would be a perfect enabler to do wireless charging. So, that's kind of the next step. Now,
let's pause there just for a second because we actually saw that evolution in the phones. So the phones, I think, started with glass really early, and then definitely had metal backs for a little while. And then around the iPhone 8, I don't have this precise, but around the iPhone 8, and also when they did the iPhone X, when they introduced wireless charging, they went back to glass backs because it's not that you can't transmit wireless power through metal. There's ways to do it. We're doing it in certain applications, but it's easier, it's more efficient to do it through a medium like glass. And so what you're saying, Jim, I think, is that if maybe the rumors that are coming out right now about the iPad having wireless charging, part of the evidence or part of the stoking of that rumor could be that, well, if they really are putting on glass backs now, we've seen this before with phones moving from metal to glass. So if they're doing that on their iPads, that could be one good reason why Apple's switching from having metal backs to glass backs.
A logical progression, and not only for wireless charging, having the glass becomes better, but if you add MagSafe with DC magnets inside the phone, then not having the metal there becomes even more crucial, and so having glass makes sense.
Yeah, that does make sense. So if they have their MagSafe adapters, it's kind of like a puck that has magnets in it. You can put it on the back of your phone today. If they could use that same puck and put it on the back of the iPad, and that kind of takes care of the mechanical alignment issues. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. So they'll be locating themselves within about, I don't think it's 2 millimeters or so, and it'll stay attached as well. So a phone is, sort of think about it, much easier to locate, because the coil that's on the phone is almost the diameter of the diameter of the coil inside is almost the width of the phone. That wouldn't be true for an iPad, so placement would be much more difficult. So, and usually Apple thinks out their ecosystem problems before they introduce something. So they probably already thought about this before they introduced MagSafe. So it's probably a logical progression for them.
Yeah, in the past we've talked about how Apple went from trying to do a larger area transmitter with multiple devices simultaneously where you can place them anywhere. And now they went to the MagSafe, which was a little bit of a head scratcher on the phone because it's not faster charging. It requires two-hand placement again, which they kind of got rid of it. It was basically like moving the lightning connector onto the back of the phone. You still have to bring a cord to the device. That kind of felt funny. But maybe what they were really planning for was putting the MagSafe ecosystem in place so that when the iPads come, now the magnets do make more sense because you have such a large charging area. It's hard to set it down on a small pad. So maybe that MagSafe ecosystem is going to start coming into sharper focus now with this. I still don't think personally it delivers the real wireless charger user experience of set it down and it charges every time and you don't have to worry about it. You can wake up in the middle of the night, put your phone down, you know it's going to be set, you know you're going to get charged. I think that the MagSafe ecosystem still misses that, but the MagSafe ecosystem starts making more sense if you assume they were thinking through bringing wireless charging or MagSafe style wireless charging to iPads, maybe laptops, and you really do need more mechanical alignment tools for those large devices as of today.